Hey, I'm Brandon Robertson, the founder and CEO of the Mortgage Growth System and the Real Estate Growth System. And today, I want to talk to you about a couple things. One of them is the revolution that's happening in the industry, and the second is actually what you guys can do about it to put the power in your hand and position yourself for the future. So right now, over the last several years, I should say, there has been a massive movement towards direct-to-consumer marketing. It's not really shocking because any business that really wants to scale quickly realizes that, the old strategies of just doing referrals and networking events and doing past customer database stuff is just not enough to take you to the next level. You can't have all your eggs in just basically one basket. You need to have people coming in from the outside world. So direct-to-consumer marketing is super, super important. But one of the things I see a lot of people do with it is they actually, want to get involved with it, but they go and purchase leads from lead sellers in particular. And most people find out that those strategies don't work. The cost per lead and the return on investment just mathematically doesn't make sense. And if you think about it, what you probably don't realize is that a lot of these places, yes, like the Zillows, the OpCities, and many others, are actually buying their leads from agencies like ours, what would be called a lead aggregator. They're buying them from there, marking the cost up, and then selling them to you. So a lot of times you're paying $40, $50, $100, $150 for a lead, and at the end of the day, it makes it hard for it to make sense. But if you can cut those costs down to, a tenth of that price, it makes a lot of sense, and that's exactly what we want to talk to you about, right? And that means the way to do that, though, is actually having your own digital marketing, social media marketing strategies in place to reduce your costs, to have control over your own marketing, and more importantly, for many people, is actually giving yourself leverage with referral partners and being able to do co-marketing on a different way where you're controlling it and reducing the costs. So if you know anything about me or my companies, you may realize that we do have a done-for-you program, right, where we can plug you into these digital strategies, start generating leads for you. You just pay us and we do it and take care of it. But we also have a training program, and that's really our focus of this video and this page today, is to talk about that and the benefits of actually going through our training program. Now, we still do the done-for-you stuff. I'm sure we always will, so that we're staying cutting edge, so that we know what's going on out there in every market and actually have real data and can teach things in our training program that are actually applicable to today, because strategies from years ago, which a lot of digital marketers still use, don't necessarily work. A lot of them don't work, in fact, anymore, or they're very ineffective. And so when you work with us, you're actually learning stuff that we're doing. In fact, we spend anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 every single month on these strategies, all across every type of market, generating real estate leads, mortgage leads, refi leads, you name it, all kinds of stuff. And so we have tons of data, information, and that's what we show you. But at the end of the day, it's really important as this revolution progresses that you develop the skill, or that you acquire the skill set necessary to do this on your own, so that you can do it affordably. And quite frankly, this is, unfortunately, as it may sound, it is a skill set that most loan officers or realtors are going to need, because social media is not going anywhere. Digital marketing is not going anywhere. You need to be able to have this as a piece of your equation for acquiring and growing your business. So let's talk about it. Now, I want to get into the backstory in our program real quick so you understand why it's different, probably than anything else you've seen before, and why it may make sense for you to look deeper into it. So we specialize in mortgage and real estate marketing. We have since 2016, and but prior to launching our training program, which we did in 2018, we had talked to hundreds and hundreds of professionals about their experience with other training programs. Actually, I got to look at some of them, in fact, and what we heard from them was a lot of them were frustrated because they weren't successful with it. The support or information was out of date, or they didn't get the support they needed, and they actually failed. And they didn't have any success with it. When we launched our program, we wanted to make sure that we had a 100% success rate. And in fact, today, fast forward, we have over 200 people that have gone through the program. We can claim happily that we do have a 100% success rate with our students. And in fact, that success rate has given us the confidence to go ahead and give people a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee if they want to join our program, because we know that we can teach anybody. We've taught people that can barely use their computer, that know nothing about digital marketing or social media marketing, and taught them to actually generate their own leads, implement these strategies, and do amazing things that they would never had expected was possible. And actually, when you have the right kind of teaching environment, which is what we provide, it becomes a lot easier than you may expect. Now, I do want to get into here some of the differences, right? So maybe you're one of the people that have actually gone through another training program, or you've looked at other training programs and maybe you didn't do it, or you know someone that did one and they failed and weren't successful with it. Well, so one of the biggest things that we knew right away when we created this program was that having online training information is fine, and you need that part, and we definitely provide it, but that's not enough. And that's what most other programs do. They give you that and say good luck, or they give you that and maybe just a little bit support. We knew that because people would be at different knowledge levels and different skill levels, and in fact, you also are a loan officer or a realtor and you're busy doing other stuff. You can't focus on all these things that we focus on, that you are going to need support. Major support, and that's exactly what we provide. So we actually provide hands-on, one-on-one, computer controlling support 3 times a week with our students, and that's exactly the reason why we have a 100% success rate, because we can make sure nobody fails. It's really as simple as that. Now, when it comes to what we're teaching, though, that's also important. We've actually created the mortgage marketing, real estate marketing dictionary online, right? And when I say dictionary, I mean, just like the dictionary you have at home, nobody reads the whole dictionary. And so what I'm saying is we cover every single strategy you've ever seen in our program. It's huge, it's massive. It's probably 5, maybe 10 times bigger than anything you've ever seen online. But just like the dictionary, nobody reads the whole thing. They just use it to look up parts that they want to look up. Like if you encounter a word you don't know, you go look it up. Same sort of thing here. We have more stuff in this program than you could ever need. But if you want to learn a strategy, if there's something you want to do, if you have questions about it, we have reference material. In fact, our training program is so big, we have well over 100 hours of video content, which again, that sounds scary, but for most people, they will absorb or watch less than 10% of it and still be able to execute strategies that grow their business, that generate leads, that create predictability and consistency with their business. And they don't need the other 90%, but if you want it, it's there. So that's really important part of the process here. Now, the other thing which holds a lot of people back is technical know-how or getting things to work. We realize, right, to do this at the highest level possible, you need a lot of automations, a lot of digital magic, if you will, and that stuff can be difficult. So what we do in our training program is we take care of all that. So our training program is not just information. It is really a done with you program where we're doing this with you. So not only are we helping you, controlling your computer, making sure you're successful, we're also building the most difficult parts for you so you have the mechanisms, the machines already in place, and you don't have to mess around with that and try to figure that stuff out. And then what we really teach you, especially when it comes to the direct-to-consumer advertising part where you're creating ads on social media, is we give you copy and paste templates. Again, we are doing this stuff. We've ran ads, tens and thousands of ads, and we do it every single day. And we know what works, and we're constantly developing new strategies, testing new things. And every time something changes, like out there in the world, whether it's a piece of software or a social media marketing platform changes their policies or anything like that, or new ad strategies come into play, we share that with you and make sure you're successful with this program. We want to maintain our 100% success rate, and I'm adamant about making sure that happens. Now, if you think that maybe this might be right for you, that maybe, just maybe, you need some digital marketing strategies that you can use to grow your business, to use as a secondary source or third source for business, to produce more referrals, I highly recommend you maybe check out the rest of the information on this page and schedule a call with me or someone else on my team so we can talk to you a little bit more about the program. Honestly, if you're interested, there's nothing to lose. Again, we have a 100% money back guarantee on the program, and that's a 30-day money back guarantee, and we're going to make sure you're successful, just like the 200 plus other people that have already gone through this program. So perhaps one of us will talk to you and see you on the other side. Take care. Bye.